Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to conduct monthly Dhamma sermon. Especially, we are going to celebrate Navanpun Poe Day today. So, first of all, please recite Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa 3 times in order to observe 5 precepts to begin the Dhamma talk. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Pāṇātipātā vēramaṇī sikkhaපදං samādhiyāmi Adinādānā vēramaṇī sikkhaපදං samādhiyāmi Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkhaපදං samādhiyāmi Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhaපදං samādhiyāmi Surāmeraya majjapamā daṭṭānā vēramaṇī sikkhaපදං samādhiyāmi Samantā cakkavālesu Attrā gaccantu devata Saddhammaṃ munirājassa Sunantu sagga mokkadaṃ Dhammassavana kālo ayaṃ padantā Dhammassavana kālo ayaṃ padantā Dhammassavana kālo ayaṃ padantā Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Cattaro me bhikkhave puggala santo samvijjamana lokasmin katame cattaro tamo tama parayano tamo jyoti parayano jyoti tama parayano jyoti jyoti parayano ti. Dear Dhamma friends, today we are commemorating Navan Full Moon Day, Navan Full Moon Retreat Day. We organized this Dhamma sermon for the beneficial of all the devotees. Therefore, you have to listen this Dhamma talk patiently, attentively, and mindfully. Because listen to the Dhamma is a great benefit for all of us. One time the Buddha explained that Dhamma piti sukhang seti vippasannena cetasa ariyappa vedite dhamme sada ramati pandito. If you are able to listen the Dhamma, it has a great benefit for you. Dhamma piti. If you can listen Dhamma constantly, sukhang seti. Those who are listening to the Dhamma, they can live happily. Sukhang piti. Vippasannena cetasa. Their mind free from suffering, worries, frustrations, negative emotions. Vippasannena cetasa. Ariyappa vedite dhamme sada ramati pandito. Wise people always try to listen to the Dhamma because they know the great benefits of listening to the Dhamma. So therefore, please, ready to listen to this Dhamma talk mindfully and paying your attention with the wise attention. That is very important. So today Dhamma talk is about four persons. I took this Dhamma talk, the sutta, from Anguttara Nikaya, Chatukka Nipata. It's called Tamo Tama Parayana Sutta. The Buddha has preached this Dhamma Deshana Sutta, to explain four kind of persons who we can see in this world. Chattaro me bhikkave puggala loke samvijjamana. Katame chattaru. The Buddha explained that there are these four types of people to be found existing in the world. Which four? One in darkness, who is headed for darkness. One in darkness, who is headed for light. One is light, who is headed for darkness. And one in light, who is headed for light. These are the four types of persons that Buddha explains this sutta. Before I am going to explain this sutta, I want to mention how important is this sutta for us. Because this is a unique teaching of the Buddha. When you observe the society, you can find these four people around us. Let's take first person. Tamo Tama Parayanu. Here, Tama means the Pali terms. When translate to in English, it means darkness. One in darkness who is headed for darkness. Tamo Tama Parayanu. The second person is Tamo Jyoti Parayanu. Jyoti means lights. I will explain later what's the real meaning of this Tama and Jyoti. Basically, here I want to explain the sutta teaches us very important fact that we should do every moment. What is that? We need to reflect on ourselves all the time. As you know, people do their expenses, income at the end of the month or the end of the year. By reflecting, viewing, they try to understand how much they have earned throughout the month or year and how much amount of money they have lost in the month or in the year. Then they get some understanding how to ready or how to be prepared for the next year or next month. If there are a lot of expenses, they try to cut down those unnecessary expenses. if someone has earned more money than before, they try to continue that process. In the same way, we have to reflect on ourselves, especially our spiritual lives as well as worldly lives, how we have improved our good qualities and what are the bad qualities I have done throughout the past last month or last year. Having this understanding, you are able to continue what you have earned. If there is a good income, then you can increase, develop those kind of things. If you can notice that there is some bad things that you have done, then you can avoid from those bad things. This is the way how wise think about their spiritual development as well as material physical development. In this sutta gives us some kind of motivation, some kind of acknowledgement to improve our lives in the way that we live. I mean, spiritually and materialistically. Or physically. So that is the main focus I want to explain to you today. If you are a good Buddhist, then this sutta will really help you to improve your good qualities and avoid from bad qualities. That is one of the basic teaching that Buddha taught us. We have to reflect ourselves, how we do our physical things. I mean, Sila, Samadhi and Prajna. Have I been nice to people? Have I developed my mind in good qualities? And was I able to understand the Dhamma, reality of this world? If you are able to reflect on those matters, those facts, those things, then you are able to be a very nice person, happy person, Dhamma Piti. You are able to experience the beneficial of the Dhamma. So let's see what is the explanation of Buddha regarding about this first person, Tamaparayana. The Buddha explained, and how is one the type of person in darkness who is headed for darkness. There is the case where a person is born into a low family, the family of a scavenger, a hunter, a wheelwright, or a sweeper. So Buddha explained that caste or families who lived in that society. It means if you were born in a poor family, and if you engage in bodily conduct, misconduct, verbal misconduct, a mental misconduct, he, on the breakup of the body after death, reappears in the plane of deprivation, the bad destination, the lower realm in hell. This is the type of person in darkness who is headed for darkness. Simply means this first person's character is, if you were born in a poor family and if you live in a bad way, then you definitely go to hell. You definitely go to in a bad destination. So, dear Dhamma friends, you can think about in two ways. In this world and next world. If you want to develop your material things, then you can get some idea about how you should behave in order to gain that material success. If you were born in a poor family, then you have to develop, you have to be a skillful person, and you have to work hard, effectively. You have to work. So that is the meaning of this first person that Buddha explained. If you are a poor person, then you have to work for getting rich, become a rich person. Second person is Tamo Jyoti Parayano. The first person explain, if you were born in a poor family and if you do bad things, then you definitely go to bad place, bad destination. When we think on spirituality, if you were born in a poor family, I mean the family who doesn't develop good qualities, Sila Samadhi Panya, who indulge in bad physical things, verbally physical things, mentally physical things, then you definitely go to the category of bad people, bad person. The second person explained Tamo Jyoti Parayano. if you were born in a poor family, then you develop good things. You have a good bodily conduct, verbal conduct, and mental conduct. You try to avoid bad karma. You do not kill any living beings. You do not take anything that not given. You don't misbehave your senses. You don't lie. You don't drink intoxication drinks and drugs. Then you develop your good qualities even you were born in a poor family. As well as you can be a rich person in physical world. So you can get some kind of idea by listening this Dhamma talk. How were I born in this world? As a poor person, materiality or spirituality? Then I am today, how I am today. I am in the same way. So this is the main idea that this sutta gives us. That is why I explain we have to reflect on our living way. So third person, the Buddha explained Jyoti Tamaparayano. There is a person who was born in a good family. Good family means a rich family or a family that develop good things. Then you behave in a bad way. If you were born in a good parents, but as a child you behave in a negative way, bad way. You do bad things, negative things. That kind of person, just like Jyoti Tamaparayano, අන්ධකාරයෙන් ආලෝකයෙන් අන්ධකාරයට ගමන් කරන්න. The Buddha explained that, and how is one the type of person in person in light who is headed for darkness? There is the case where a person is born into an upper class family, a noble warrior family, a priestly family, a family that is rich, with much wealth, with many possessions, with a great deal of money, a great many accoutrement of wealth, a great many commodities, and he is well built, handsome, extremely inspiring, endowed with a lotus-like complexion. He receives food, drink, clothing, and vehicles, garlands, perfumes, and ointment, bedding, shelter, and lamps. He engages in bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, and mental misconduct. Having engaged in bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, and mental misconduct, he, on the breakup of the body after death, reappears in the plane of deprivation, the bad destination, the lower realms in hell. This is the type of person in light who is headed for darkness. So you can understand that this life is a great gift for us. It is very hard to gain a human life in this samsara. So therefore, dear friends, we have to think about our actions, our behavior. If we live in a bad way, if we focus on material things, it is not helpful to gain real happiness. Some people may think we do not kill, we do not steal, we do not behave misconduct, we do not lie, we do not drink, intoxication, drink and drugs. So we live in normal way. We don't need to develop good qualities. We don't do any bad things. There are some people who think in this way. That is not enough to get rid of this dangerous samsaric journey. We have to develop good qualities. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Being nice and develop concentration and develop wisdom. These are main teaching of the Buddha. These are the things that we take to Nibbana, Nirvana. Our main purpose is get rid of all the sufferings, attain Nibbana. If is this your goal, then you have to behave according to this Buddha's teaching. So last person, Jyoti Parayanu. Let's see what's the meaning of this person. And how is one the type of person in light, who is headed for light? There is the case where a person is born into an upper class family, a noble warrior family, a prosperous householder family, a family that is rich, with much wealth, with many possessions, with a great deal of money, a great many accoutrements of wealth, a great many commodities, and he is well built, handsome, extremely inspiring, endowed with a lotus-like complexion. He received gifts of food, drink, clothing, and vehicles, garlands, perfumes, and ointments, bedding, shelter, and lamps. He engages in good bodily conduct, good verbal conduct, and good mental conduct. Having engaged in good bodily conduct, good verbal conduct, and good mental conduct, he, on the break up of the body after death, reappears in the God destination, the heavenly world. This is the type of person in light who is headed for lights. Among these four peoples, the last one is the greatest person. The Buddha wanted to be like this last person. Sometimes there are people who have everything. I mean, they are rich. They have everything what they want, but they are very kind people. They are very generous people. They are very wise people. So, in other way, there are opposite side. I mean, there are some people who born in a rich family, having a lot of amount of money. They do not do any good things. They don't know how important cultivating the good things. They spend their money unnecessarily. They generate a lot of bad karma through their, with the help of their wealth. So we need to avoid from that lifestyle. We need to be a Jyoti Parayana person. So, dear Dhamma friends, think of this great teaching of the Buddha, because the Buddha gave us great opportunity to enhance our lifestyle, our lives in this life. He acknowledged us how we should live in these lives, how we should get benefit from this great life. So don't try to waste your life. This is a great gift. We have to use it for our own beneficial, our own benefits, our own success. Because sometimes people think life is having a lot of wealth, having fun, having the modest think around ourselves. It is kind of life, but it is not the way how we should live according to the Buddha's teaching. So, dear Dhamma friends, keep in mind there are four types of person. One is born as a poor person and he lives as a poor person. Second person is who was born as a poor person and he lives as a rich person. And third person is who was born as a rich person but lives as a poor person. Fourth one is who was born as a rich person and he lives as a rich person. So now you have understand what is the meaning of poor and rich. So try to think about how we should live in this life, how we should try to get rid of this suffering samsaric journey. So that is the importance of our lives, this Dhamma talk. So today I'm going to conclude this Dhamma talk. We will have another Dhamma talk next month. So until then, may all of you be well, happy and joyful. Let's share merits to the deities. May all the deities be share these merits and be able to attain ultimate peace and happiness of Nibbana. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Deva Naga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Loka Sasanang. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Deva Naga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Desanang. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Deva Naga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu no Sada. Let's share merits to the departed relatives. May all of our departed relatives we share these merits and be able to attain ultimate peace and happiness of Nibbana. Idam me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Finally, the power of all those merits, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May you have good health and long life. Finally, we may be able to attain ultimate peace and happiness of Nibbana. And most important aspiration, finally, until we attain to the Nibbana, we may be able to associate with good friends. Having these thoughts, let's make the aspiration. Imina punya kammena mami bala samagamu satang samagamu hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.